Well, good evening, everyone. Paul here with Starseed Paranormal. I'm currently up here in the parking lot where I usually do a lot of my extraterrestrial sessions with ITC. And again, the very wide shot of the horizon where it's just, great to like sky watch. There's other places I go to, but this one is close to home, and when I don't have a lot of time, I usually come up here, do a little sky watching, and there is an airport over there, so you have to watch the air traffic. Make sure you're not saying an airplane is a UFO or something. But I was here 3 or 4 nights ago, and I was just doing some sky watching. I wasn't going to do a session, but then I got this idea to do a session with the ITC Box 2 by Spain Paranormal. And once again, I got some very interesting responses coming through during this session. And a name kept coming through, Luna. And these answers, these voices seem to allude to they were from the Sirius system. So I'm going to try to connect once again with Luna and the Sirian people. And if you haven't watched my last video, Alien Voices, it's really interesting. These extraterrestrial sessions, they're not as popular as the spirit ones, but I am into ufology as well. And I've always had the idea, is it possible to connect with extraterrestrial intelligences through ITC methods? And I've been getting some great responses. I mean, things come through that are happening in my personal life that I don't talk about online, personal things that have a little meaning to me that they'll say. So how does that happen? It's kind of mind-blowing to me. So I want to see if I can connect with these beings tonight that I connected with the last time. And I'm going to try an experiment to see if it's at all possible to initiate contact. This is only an experiment. We don't know if anyone is communicating, really at all through these sessions, but as long as I've been doing this, it seems that there are spirit and, other intelligences that answer a lot of my questions directly. They say things that just random radio chatter or voices on an app shouldn't know or shouldn't be asking me. So it's intriguing. So I want to see if I can connect tonight. After this, I'm going to meditate. I'm going to pray. I'm going to initiate contact. I'm going to invite them to come through. I'm going to do a session and see. I'm going to use the Spain Paranormal ITC app too, once again. Which again, understand when you hear the replies coming through during those sessions, during the Alien Voices session, that app has 3 sound banks. And it has the English language, I think it's Ancient Sumerian and Spanish. Human voices chopped up into bits and reversed. There are no forward spoken words in those sound banks. And with that in mind, you go back and listen to the sessions that I've done with it. How many responses, perfect responses, and never repeated. So this is incredibly interesting to me. And I want to see if someone is speaking to me through these sessions, or I should say, if extraterrestrial um, intelligences are speaking to me during these sessions. I like to try to initiate contact. And not only lights in the sky, but I mean face to face to see them. It was told to me last time this Luna said she was right by me as I was sitting in my car, but that she was not visible. That's a pretty incredible thing to come through. So if they can be there being not visible, could they make themselves visible? Could I see her? Could I see them? That's what I want to try to find out. So I'm going to end this intro now and get into the session. First, I'm going to meditate. I'm going to initiate CE5 protocol, and then I'm going to do the session and see if they're around, see if they will answer, see if they are up for leading up to personal contact, if it's safe for all of us to do so. So I got one more thing I want to show you, and then I'm going to get into meditation and then the session. So I also brought along this little gizmo, and this acts kind of like a REM pod, only the light is on. And if a spirit gets near, there's a little antenna on top. There it is. If a spirit gets near that antenna or near the device, the red light will go out. Now, this does work if you take anything with static electricity, a plastic bag, and rub it briskly and then hold it near the activity or near the antenna, the light will go out. I've had it work once a long time ago in the middle of a cemetery out in the country. It was, I think it was actually Halloween night. My wife and I were out, and I had it in the middle of the cemetery on a tombstone and asked if someone could walk near it, and the light dimmed out. So it does work. And I'm going to be asking Luna if she's near. Could she maybe place her hand over this device and make the light go out? And if that happens, I will certainly get that on film. Stay tuned after the session, after the recorded session, because I think I'm going to turn the camera back on and experiment a little bit to see if the light will go on and off. So if anything happens with the light, I will surely try to get that on camera as well. So I'm going to sign off here with recording. I'm going to meditate and do the CE5 protocol, and then begin the session and see, hopefully, if Luna and the Sirian people will come through tonight, and if maybe I could initiate some contact within the next 2 sessions that I might do up here. So signing off for now, and I'll be back in just a little bit to begin the ITC session. All right, I've meditated. I sent out the intention for Luna and the Sirian people to join me once again in this parking lot tonight for another ITC session. I have the little, I'll call it a REM pod like device on my dashboard. And I forgot to show, I brought a walkie-talkie, kind of CE5 protocol to have some kind of communication device in case they want to give some kind of sign or say a word through technology, some kind of like walkie-talkie or shortwave radio or some such thing. So I have those set up on the dashboard, and I'm asking, is Luna and the Sirian people with me again tonight in this parking lot? Did you hear my call, and did you come? I wanted to ask you some questions tonight. And I want to start out with the most basic one first. You know, there's a lot of people now who say that most extraterrestrial intelligences, as we call them, are angelic in nature. In some way, they belong to the angelic class of spiritual beings in the universe. I would like to ask Luna and the Sirian people, if you are here tonight, are you angels of one type or class or another? I wanted to ask also if there is an actual celestial intelligence speaking to me through these sessions, through this app, would it be possible to initiate a face-to-face contact? Would that be something that you're open to? Would that be something that is possible in the not too distant future? if we were to initiate a face-to-face encounter, I know I would come in peace. I would mean you no harm, no ill will. I would come in love with the greatest of respect, never meaning any harm in any way. But I would also ask, would you come with the same intentions? Would you come with love, peace, benevolence, and not do me any harm? I would also like to ask, if it's okay to do so, about your physical appearance. If I were to see you face to face, would it be startling to me? Would I have maybe an initial reaction of, "Oh my gosh, they're so different," or would you be humanoid enough where it wouldn't, at least at first, kind of, bring about that kind of reaction? So, in short, your physical appearance, would I be startled? Would I be apprehensive or freaked out in any way by your appearance? Could you tell me that, please? I would like to ask you tonight also if you could maybe, again, and only if you want to, and you feel comfortable doing so, could you possibly describe your physical appearance to me? Are you humanoid? Would your skin be white, blue, green, luminous, non luminous? I somehow envision you being self luminous in some way, but That could just be my perception, but could you tell me a little bit about your appearance? What you look like? What I could expect? I would also like to inquire, and bear with me with all of this. If we were to initiate face to face contact and we were successful at it, you wouldn't you wouldn't force me to be what we call here on Earth into like some kind of abduction scenario, taking me aboard your craft to do peculiar things. I'm certainly not opposed to visiting your craft if that's something that by some far-flung chance were to come about in time. But of course, comfort and trust would need to be gained on both sides, I think. But I just want to make sure it wouldn't be one of those cases where I'm taken against my will, memory erased. I'm sure you know the story. So would I be safe from that kind of thing? That wouldn't be something you would do uh, for any reason. So again, before I wrap this session up, I'm double checking and asking, initiating a face-to-face contact, is that something that you're open to? I can't hear what you're saying 100% as we're doing this in real time, but when I listen back to the recording, I will hear your responses. I will come back for a third session, and then perhaps after that, set up the when and where um, contact scenario if we choose to do that. But again, just asking face-to-face contact, is that something you wish to do? Is that something you're open to? My final question tonight is the last time in the last session I did a few days ago, you kept referring to yourselves as my family and that you miss me. There are those here on Earth who believe in what is called starseeds, and that there are some souls who do not originate here on Earth, that perhaps they come from another galaxy, dimension, star system, and they're here on Earth for a purpose, to help people, to help heal the planet. So I would ask you, is there any truth to that? And would I be what some call, or rather, would you be what some call my star family, my people that I came from as a soul? Is there any truth to that? And Luna, if you are near tonight, as you said you were the other night, could you please put your hand near the red light on the dashboard? It will do you no harm. It's harmless. It will just detect your spiritual energy, and the light will go off, letting me know that you're there. So if you're near, like you were the other night. Could you please do that for me and put your hand near the small device with the red light on the dashboard? Well, I don't know if you tried to go near it, but nothing happened with the light. Just reporting for those listening to this session. But I'm going to end now, and I will listen to this recording, and I will be back. And we'll figure out if we want to proceed with initiating contact, or whether that's something you'd rather not. So I thank Luna and the Sirian people, as I call them, as I call you, for participating in this session tonight. If you left any words or messages or answered any of my questions, I'm always greatly honored and blessed when other beings, spirit beings, or beings from out there in the cosmos communicate with me in any way through these sessions. So thank you very much. I appreciate you. I wish you all love and light, and I thank all of you also for listening from home. And if anything interesting turns out in this session, it will be continued. Love and light. See you in the next session.